We start today not with a profile in courage, but with a profile in cowardice. And the guy's name is Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis has come up with the most squirrely, I mean, we're talking nuttier than squirrel poop, excuse the metaphor, the squirreliest way to avoid answering a very simple question. Did failed, twice indicted, twice impeached former President Donald Trump violate the peaceful transfer of power, which was almost, I guess we could say, they tried to stop on January 6, 2021. And Ron DeSantis comes up with an answer that is, it's so stupid, it's almost laughable. And something very strange is going on with my hair, as you can see. And I really do apologize to the audience for that. Continued issues. He says, I wasn't in Washington, D.C. on January 6th, so I don't really know what happened. Oh, we'll get back to that. Take a listen to this.
Do you believe that Trump violated the peaceful transfer of power, a key principle that of American democracy that we must uphold?
Are you in high school?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school? You go around here?
Vermont, but I live in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. So you're from Vermont. Well, thank you for the question. So here's what I know. If this election is about Biden's failures and our vision for the future, we are going to win. If it's about relitigating things that happened 2-3 years ago, we're going to lose. And so,
by the way, all Ron DeSantis is doing is relitigating COVID and talking about how he was so much better than Trump on COVID. So even so, he's already lying. But then we're getting to the real whopper.
I can tell you this.
Tell us, Ron. The sanctimonious.
I can tell you this. I can point you to Tallahassee, Florida on, I believe, January 5th, 2023. We had a transition of power from my first administration to my second because I
notice that this is completely unrelated to the question.
Won re-election in a historic fashion. And at the end of the day, we need to win and we need to get this done. So I wasn't anywhere near Washington that day. I have nothing to do with what happened that day. Obviously, I didn't enjoy seeing, what happened. But we've got to go forward on this.
Remember, the question wasn't, were you in D.C. or did you have anything to do with it? The question was, will you actually denounce what Donald Trump did? It's a cowardly cop-out to say, I didn't enjoy seeing what happened. Well, Ron didn't enjoy it and I didn't enjoy it. But I'm willing to say Trump was at least partially responsible for what took place by inciting his followers. Ron DeSantis isn't willing to say that. This is I hate to use the Trump term. This is a low energy, cowardly way to run a campaign. If you're actually going to make the case that you're the better choice than Trump on all fronts, you're going to say, I never would have said the things Trump said, because any sensible person would realize how some of his followers would take it. And I wouldn't want that responsibility on my shoulders. I will govern in a different way. I would never do such a thing. And by the way, I'm also better on policy. But instead, DeSantis knows, he sees the numbers. This is all a numbers game. In order to have a shot at winning the primary, DeSantis knows he either needs to dramatically increase Republican primary turnout, which it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen, or he needs to take some of Trump's current support because Trump's already polling 52%. And DeSantis is calculating, I can't take Trump's support from his hardcore supporters by saying he was responsible for the riots. I can't do it. It's not going to work. So instead, DeSantis is taking the cowardly way out, saying he didn't like what happened and that people should vote for him. And if Trump gets indicted a third or fourth time and it becomes so chaotic that he can't even run, DeSantis will just be there for some MAGA people to support him. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work at all. By the way, here's one other clip from this event. While at the same campaign event in New Hampshire, DeSantis says what Trump did wrong wasn't to say lock up Hillary. It was to stop saying that.
I remember these rallies in 2016. It was exciting.
Yeah.
Drain the swamp. I also remember lock her up, right? And then 2 weeks after the election, don't forget about it. Forget I ever said that. No. One thing you'll get from me, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm not just saying that for an election.
Right.
And there are promises I could make that may help me marginally politically that I don't know that I could necessarily follow through on. So I will not make that.
Ron DeSantis is saying the problem with Trump wasn't that he said lock up Hillary. Remember, no evidence of crimes, no indictment, no conviction. But we're for law and order, but you have no reason to lock up Hillary. DeSantis says the problem wasn't that Trump said lock her up. The problem was that he stopped saying it and that he didn't do it. This guy is as dangerous as Trump. He's exposing it every single day.